training for me. No, for real. It's a training throw for me, goddammit. My content ain't for everybody, and that's okay. No, for real. You know, my content ain't for everybody. So, you know, you're disturbing your peace watching me at the end of the day. Listen, I hope you find within yourself to understand your mental health that you can go find some other entertainment somewhere else, someone that actually makes you feel like, hold on one second, you're worthy of watching. No, as the trainer told me, what the fuck is wrong with people? What you wasting your time and day, let alone your motherfucking energy, fighting the motherfucking air, let alone taking all your motherfucking energy out on me to like and unlike and unsubscribe to subscribe. Like, make it make sense, motherfucker. Go find yourself somewhere the fuck else, not over here. No, for real. I never understood this bullshit at the end of the day. A motherfucker will watch you, but then watch you, but be so motherfucking disturbed with their own train of thought. These motherfuckers don't know if they're coming or going. Are you okay, neighbor? You know, someone trying to figure out your fucking mental health. What the fuck wrong with this motherfucker today? Who bothered you? Nobody even do shit to you. Why are you watching them for disturb your own fucking peace? No, it's really the train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. No, it's not. To the genuine ones with most intentions, I actually hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Entertainment purposes only. No, that's a train of thought with me. What the fuck wrong with people? When you mind your business within minding your business, try to start your day, whatever the case may be. You went from being big single to in a relationship with somebody trying to prove a fucking point. No, it's a trade over me. Listen, if they liked you as to who you are, there's no need for you to be doing anything extra than what you're supposed to be motherfucking doing. Like going to buy some motherfucking fake jewelry to try to fit the fuck in. Ooh! No, it's really a trade over me. First of all, who fucking told you it was okay to fucking put fake jewelry on in the fucking first place? No, it's a trade over me. You wanted to be motherfucking cute and look at you looking like a fucking fool. They trying to figure out your fucking train of thought. What the fuck is that? You need to go to the fucking doctor, motherfucker. No, it's the train of thought for me. What the fuck wrong with people? This motherfucker the other day decided to say, you know what? I want to do something different. I got a hot date tonight. No, it's a train of thought for me. I got a little change in my pocket. I ain't got that much, but I got something that makes sense somewhere. Hello? This motherfucker decided to buy a piece of jewelry off the street. You know, sometimes you may come across that one good person, but this particular day, your life changed forever. Your ass ended up in the E. Trying to figure out, I need help, doctor, help me. No, for real. It's really trying to go for me. This motherfucker decides to say, you know what? I want to spend my last little $25, $45 on something nice and expensive. Okay. I don't know who the fuck told you to do some shit like that. What the fuck wrong with your dumb ass? The person that's trying to sell it to you was in the check cashing place. You went to go do one thing and you do something totally different. You went to go get a fucking Metro card, you come out with a fucking fake chain. How the fuck that happened? This motherfucker talking about good quality. Good quality. Okay. You asked this motherfucker 101 times in different motherfucking languages at the end of the day so you could be on the motherfucking same page. You asked him, does it turn green? This second nigga motherfucker said, I never wore it before, so I wouldn't know, but I'm selling it to you, so no. What the fuck? Oh, okay. You took this motherfucking word and decided to buy it, only do yourself wrong. You put the motherfucking chain on. You feeling good. You clean it or whatever the case may be, with a little alcohol and shit, or whatever the case may be, a little gel it down and shit. You put the little Vaseline, make the shit shine and all types of shit. You got a hot date tonight. All you doing is thinking about that date to be right. And the chain off of me. You didn't make it through the whole fucking date yet. No, for real. Listen what the fuck just happened to your stupid ass. You leave out the motherfucking check cashing place, go home, get your life together, playing the music, getting dressed and shit. I got a hot date. I got a hot date. Oh, yeah, they look good, all right. This is what happens when you start talking to new people and shit. You start to realize you be doing a little bit too much motherfucking much. They loved your personality from the fucking beginning. Didn't need no accessories. Hello, what the fuck is wrong with people? You didn't need accessories, you jackass. Only for you to realize, all right, got a little drink in you. Took a little spliffs too. Or whatever the case may be, getting yourself together, getting dressed. I don't see nothing turning. I feel good. Yes. All right, it's time to go. So you get to your destination where you're supposed to be. You having dinner, whatever the case may be, with your little hot date or whatever the case may be. Only from the realize and reevaluate your train of thought. You know, when I spoke to you on video chat earlier, you know, your neck wasn't looking like that. What happened to you? You look a little sick. Is you pale? It ain't the food because we ain't getting no food yet. You goddamn fool. Only funeral wasn't day. This is going to be your last day. They start to look at your jewelry and shit. That ain't real. They on the phone with the next motherfucker laughing and shit. This motherfucker trying to be motherfucking cute for me. Oh, bad idea. Why the fuck would you do that? It's really the train of thought for me. Only if you realize y'all not in a relationship. You just dating stages. It's the train of thought for me. Because that motherfucker said, I'm not going to the ER. It's a party over there, not over here. It's the train of thought for me. Y'all was supposed to be at that party together, but that shit didn't turn out that way. It's the train of thought for me. So now, you know, you still grooving with the movement or whatever the case may be. So they trying to figure out if you okay. Like, that was the most, you know, courteous thing that they probably could do is see if you okay. But you like, nah, I'm good. All right. You start getting the motherfucking itching and shit. Had that shit on a little too long. You only had it on for about an hour. Ah! No, it's what you trying to do with me. You only had it on for an hour, nigga. How the fuck that happened? Doing something new. They used to think about who the fuck you bought it from. Motherfucking. Oh, why'd I do that shit? I want my motherfucking money back. That shit is already gone. No, for real. It's gone. So gone. Like yesterday gone. No, it's the train of thought for me. This motherfucker sitting across from me talking about, do you think I need to call 9910 for you? And you trying to reevaluate your life and say, my throat feel like it's closing. Ooh. Now this is something totally different. This is some next level shit. What the fuck you got on your neck? What made you buy that? That's what she trying to figure out. He trying to figure out. Why the fuck you trying to be cute for me? They trying to figure out your train of thought. Is this your first time wearing it? And you ain't got nothing else to say but yes. You didn't even use the test dumb emotion yet. One day in advance to see how the quality was going to be. You just put this shit on like it was going to be a good plan. What the fuck wrong with you? You like, nah, I'm good. Trying to thug it out, talking with your chest, but falling flat on your ass. You don't even know if you coming and going. All you keep worried about is, I hope this shit don't close my motherfucking throat. I could barely even motherfucking talk right now. They watching you with them watching you turn blue in the motherfucking face. You know, I don't want to be a witness to what's going on, and I think the people around us don't want to sign up for this shit either. We gonna call the emergency people for you. I don't know what to tell you. Should I call your family or something? Is somebody there to be there for you or whatever the case may be? I don't want to be rude, but I got things to do. What the fuck? Oh, that's one hell of a date. No, for real. Y'all come together, y'all lead together. That's what I thought, but at the end of the day, goddamn, you did yourself a wrong. How the fuck you sign up for this shit? You still trying to figure out your train of thought. Your ass on the way to the emergency room. The doctor's trying to reevaluate your life and say, goddamn, was it worth it? What the fuck? I didn't sign up for this shit. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Love is real, love is one of a kind with the right one actually for you. When you realize someone truly wasn't here to waste your time and day, it wasn't an excuse. Someone truly valuing your time and day. Who would have knew that someone be faithful to you the first time around? That one lie was told. Someone truly showing you what coming out your comfort zone looks like up close in person. Someone truly showing you potential. That hold on 1 second. I'm very so much thankful that God allowed me to see that you could be on the same page when it come to common sense. I'm very so much thankful for my past and my reality today. Something I truly prayed for, a dream come true. Who would have knew that someone truly walked into your life to protect your heart, not to mislead you. Walking into the right person's arms. It wasn't jealousy or hate or envy. Someone wasn't trying to psych your mental health. Someone truly was actually showing you that, hold on 1 second, they had good intentions. They wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Someone truly being faithful to you. It went from 1 year to 2 years to 3 years to 30 years. Who would have knew? Healthy memories that truly became a dream come true. How God was truly showing two people that could be on the same page, showing each other that they could operate out of real love and not lust. And you have to play with spoken and talk to get someone's time and day. How miracles truly do happen. When you least expected, better days ahead became your existence. Someone actually paying attention not to overlook you. Someone wasn't wearing the mask to switch up on you. It went from bringing peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, the energy is different. The love of your life, walking into your life, not to dim your light. It was never competition when it came to real love. The energy is different. Overflowing the right cup. Y'all was both on the same page, meeting each other halfway. And y'all both didn't have to project pain, let alone run game. So muchly praying for you, not against you. So muchly uplifting you, your biggest cheerleader, up close in person, behind closed doors, showing you why you're passing living your reality today. It wasn't a mistake. Allow you to come out your comfort zone. And God showed you a sign how true love can truly last with the right person to do you wrong. With ill intentions, the energy is different. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. When someone truly walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, not to overlook you. Being loyal and respectful, hold on 1 second. It wasn't complicated. Someone truly emotionally available. Someone wasn't trying to make you mentally ill to disturb your peace. They wanted to protect your heart, to show you that, hold on 1 second. I'm very so much thankful that God led me your way. And I ain't got to play with your mindset when it comes to making you mentally unstable. The energy is different. When someone mentally stable, emotionally available, financially stable, y'all both was on the same page. Y'all was operating out of real love and not lust. Getting someone's time and day, coming out your comfort zone. Who would have knew the love of your life would be faithful to you the first time around, and not one lie was told. I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form when I say the word God, and I use it for the good reasons as well too. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day regardless of my sexual orientation. You know, when you a real chosen one, you're really doing God's job. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You know, when you're dealing with a child of God and a real chosen one, we don't energy harvest people's energy. We don't destiny swipe with people. We don't project spur working attacks away towards our neighbor, and especially when God is trying to pick our neighbor up. And we fall from a hater's good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You could disrespect me all day long when it comes to your mental health. How you try to shortchange me to catch a case, or because I believed in my faith, or because you looked at me like competition when I was never competing. The energy is different. You saw potential within me. You try to see me frown, to see me smile. I acknowledge myself to understand my worth. I was never in competition with you because I understood my language to respect my neighbor, to understand my faith. Something that you couldn't relate to was understanding your self-worth, to go within and understand your faith that you was worthy. I truly hope that you find peace within. How you gang stalk innocent people, play with spoken in a toxic way, energy harvesting of innocent peoples, trying to blackmail them to catch for them to catch a case, to put them in the psych board, to get them locked up. All your lies, hold on 1 second, because you had controlling issues. You try to dim somebody's light because you didn't want them to elevate faster than you. You didn't want to shine that light, you know, the shine of the light to be dim when it came to you because you didn't want someone to actually have the light on them. But when God shows up, the energy is different. It was never competition because we was never competing. When you fall from the limit, because the hold on 1 second, they would never understand your rotation when you still know how to respect your neighbor. When they had the gang stalk you right to left and you to reject yourself because God was really protecting you when it comes to your mental health. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And loving yourself is not a crime. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You could disrespect me all day long, but you're not for me, and that's okay. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form, because when the right community is truly for you, they see you, they hear you, and they respect you. It doesn't matter about your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age, or your religion. For people to respect you. And when someone sees potential within you, they don't have to gang stalk you or hack your devices or lie on your name to blackmail you because they don't want certain folks to see that you truly have a good light over you. You understood a testimony while you stand before yourself today. It wasn't a mistake when someone didn't know how to love you the proper way because God gave you the validation that you truly needed to understand the unconditional love that allowed you to choose you to go within, and everybody wasn't supposed to be part of your journey when you wasn't trying to catch a case. The energy is different. When it comes to trauma and pain, they would never understand you was far from a hater when they put you in competition when you was never competing. Never allow someone to dim your light or make you feel like you don't have potential. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It should never have to take a day to celebrate someone's birthday. And especially when it's yours. This is to the genuine ones only. Every day is a celebration of life. Every day is a gift from God to acknowledge yourself that you are worthy, regardless to who's rooting for you or not. When you truly your biggest cheerleader, you need validation to be your authentic self when you wasn't trying to fit in. You wasn't trying to catch a case. You just knew how to respect your neighbor, but they had ill intention to sneak this, you disrespect you, allowed to see you frown, all because of the fact that you understood your faith. the favor that God held over you. They would never understand how you maintain. When they threw spirit at you in a toxic way, it was supposed to make you mentally unstable, dysfunctional. But hold on one second, God was truly protecting you. They would never understand what you overcame. Hold on one second. I know how it feels for them phone calls to be one-sided when nobody was actually on the other end of the phone. That energy is different because folks want to do you wrong. All they wanted to do was be in your business. They was actually on the phone, but they wasn't truly communicating how you wanted them to. The energy is different. All they want to do is be in your business. When you're trying to elevate to become your best self vision of yourself, they got the vision of the old self vision of you, the new vision they would never be able to relate to when it comes to maturing, acting your body weight, not your shoe size. They would never understand confidence, what it took for you to truly go within to understand your mental health when they said that you slow, stupid, and retarded. They got the mindset that you're still 13 years old, 14 years old, or that child mindset at the end of the day where you wasn't trying to catch a case when you're an adult now. The energy is different. You wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. They had certain folks try to dim your light when you still knew how to treat your neighbor right. They had to pay people from your past to disrespect you, try to humiliate you, but you knew how to take accountability for your actions, even when they lied on your name. Something that you wasn't doing was running from your past. They try to psych your mental health when it comes to your free will, all on your pockets, all because of the fact that you acknowledge yourself to be your authentic self. And something that they was only doing was truly hating. But you didn't have that within your veins. The energy is different because we all don't operate the same when it comes to our neighbor. I don't look at my neighbor like competition. I understood to stay in my lane, to understand I was truly worthy, understanding what I overcame. You know, that last testimony that God picked you up from, you wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing. At the end of the day, when you were truly going through that pain, that childhood trauma was real. It went into your adulthood. You had to keep it real, remove that mask. Hold on one second, you have to truly deeply heal. How folks looked at you like competition, or because they was trying to trauma bond. They was trying to compare their trauma when it came to their childhood wounds that went into their adulthood, but we all wasn't the same because our shoe size damn sure wasn't the same when it comes to our walk of life, overcoming what that journey was that day. Never allow someone to dim your light, and I say that respectfully. Jealousy and envy and hate is real. I would never stop doing God's job. You could disrespect me all day long. You could shadow ban me all day long, but my heavenly mother and father will always protect me from the enemy, let alone the devil, and my soul ain't for sale. That energy is different. How you got so much jealousy and hate within you. I'm far from a copycat. I'm truly authentic. I didn't relate to you at the end of the day, but I still know how to respect you. I wasn't trying to shortchange you when it comes to your mental health, because at the end of the day, I was never competing, becoming my best self, vision of myself. We all don't operate the same when it comes to our faith. But I just hoped and wished you well when you truly find peace within the better yourself, just in your own lane. The energy is different. We all not the same. Always be yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. And like I said, I would never stop doing my heavenly mother and father's job. And I say that respectfully because they guide me and they lead me good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Even when you had ill intentions looking at me like competition. Projecting spoke in a toxic way when I was never competing. How you took my past at the end of the day to make it your reality only was to hold on 1 second. You would never understood what I truly overcame and why I stand before myself today. I ain't have to get bent out of shape or let them throw my hands to catch a case. I ain't have to get physical with you when you try to antagonize me that day. You said I was a fool, slow, stupid, and retarded. But hold on 1 second, you would never understand my mental health when it came to even exchange. Hold on 1 second. We both don't share the same IQ score when it comes to having a high vibration level. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself. I may not make sense to you, but I'm not for you. It's a train of thought for me. I never understood this. If you don't like someone's creativity, it's no reason to entertain them. There's no reason for you to send black magic, voodoo, or witchcraft, or spell work in a toxic way towards an innocent person, or gather up people to gang stalk somebody because you have jealousy and envy within you. It doesn't matter about your tax bracket at the end of the day. How folks have this mindset of hacking people's devices, or projecting spoke in a toxic way, or try to energy harvest off someone's energy, or try to destiny strike when it's an epic failure. But God saw what you was doing with your ill intentions, trying to psych someone out their train of thought when it comes to their mental health. But God truly showed them, they hold on 1 second, they actually had a conscience to understand it better themselves, because God restored them for all the right reason. They wasn't doing it for likes, and they didn't have to act like they was somebody they truly wasn't. The energy is different when they actually truly was going through the motions. My content is not for everybody. It's not. And the real chosen one, and I don't mean no disrespect, Doesn't have to gang stalk nobody or pay people to dig up somebody's past. Or let alone energy harvest of someone's energy or try to destiny swipe at somebody or project spell work towards somebody or project hate and jealousy and envy towards their neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It's a train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. And the real God, you know, I don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding. You could disrespect me all day long. Doesn't energy harvest off his and her children energy? Doesn't destiny swipe with their children? And doesn't have that mindset of their children to have towards each other or to project towards their neighbor or gang stalk their neighbor or try to destiny swipe to take someone's identity when someone's really not having a crisis or try to take someone's blueprint when it comes to their authenticity or their anointings. Because God did not create us to take someone's identity when it comes to their blueprint, their anointings, because you can't take it, because it's endured within that child of God, that real chosen one, for their elevation. Regardless of how much spell work that you throw on somebody. Yeah, the spell work that you probably threw on somebody, it probably would have worked on the last person that you did, however you did them so dirty. You wanted them to be mentally unstable. You wanted them to be emotionally not available. You wanted them to be whatever the case may be you wanted them to be. You wanted them to be crazy, painted out to be slow, stupid, and retarded. You want them to be psyched out their free will. It probably happened in your favor, but when you come across the real one, that energy is different. The real one doesn't have to do it for likes and views. You know, the spiritual role is truly true and real. When a real person is truly keeping the real. You know, when you speak up for yourself, you're not a snitch. You're not. Your neighbor tried to suck at your pockets, your eyesight, your free will. They was hacking your devices, trying to project spell work in a toxic way to make you mentally ill. They try to get you locked up, put you in a sideboard, all because you truly had potential. And they let you like competition when you was never competing. So they had to hack your devices right to left. They try to shadow ban you so your voice won't be heard. They try to disrespect you in the most toxic way so certain folks won't look at your light when you truly got potential. And you fall from a hater, fall from a copycat. You truly authentic. They say that you slow, stupid, retarded, but they sit there behind fight pages taking notes. Hold on one second, how to be you when they can't at the end of the day. Or they sit there and take notes as to what you endured. Or they sit there and take your creativity and try to make it their own. Trying to create a narrative and put someone else in your position. So you won't get credit for, hold on one second, being your authentic self. They try to dim your light so you could catch a case. They disrespect you out loud, gang stalk you right to left. All because of the fact that you believe in your faith and you was keeping the real. Something that they couldn't go in tune with. Get in tune with loving themselves. I love myself, not to dim my light. I love myself, not to dim my light. That's what bother your training though when it comes to your mental health. Because I chose me not to overlook me. You know how many people that be trying to choose themselves not to dim their light because of folks like you be truly competing? You can't compete with a real chosen one. That energy is different. It's not on you. It's in you. They would never understand. We can never compete at the end of the day. When God truly shows you favor, wasn't doing it for likes if y'all just knew how to respect my neighbor. They swear up and down that you want their position, but that's not the case because the light is still on you. Who's for you is going to show up for you. You ain't got to be a hate at the end of the day, especially when you a dude going against a chick. Who could go the opposite way, how chicks and chicks be hating at the end of the day, and it be one-sided, or how dudes and dudes be hating at the end of the day, and it be one-sided, or because someone understood gravity to catch their blessing, they wasn't a mistake regardless who gave up on them that day, and they was supposed to be bent out of shape. It's real people who dealt with drug abuse. It's real people who dealt with being physically abused, emotionally abused, dealing with real spiritual spell work. At the end of the day, they wasn't doing it for likes and views. It be the train of thought for me. How the enemy comes up in different shapes and sizes. How the devil try to size you up in different shapes and sizes. All because you truly got potential and you wasn't the issue. How I would never stop doing my Heavenly Father and Mother's job. And I say that respectfully. Regardless to who you tell, at the end of the day, don't fuck with me. It's okay. Because God going to send the people that's truly for me. And that's all right. You said I'm whack and I'm corny. I'm a nobody. But I truly got potential that somebody's going to truly see within me. That I am worthy. I am worthy of sitting at that table with somebody. I am worthy of coming up with ideas with the right people. And I ain't got to shortchange my name because I'm far from a hater. We can meet each other halfway when it comes to, hold on one second, a vision to truly come real. That energy is different. I sat with certain individuals and they truly wasn't for me. I gave a pitch to somebody to hold on 1 second. They didn't see my potential until they realized to hold on 1 second. God was truly real. Had folks throwing sport at me in a toxic way, right to left. I was supposed to be bent out of shape when they was trying to project me to be mentally ill. It took this person in that department to get documentations together just to paint me out to be somebody I truly wasn't. Had this terror reader, that YouTuber, that actor, that actress, that rapper, that TikToker going up against me. All because I was in my own lane, just knew how to respect my neighbor. I'm being my authentic self. I ain't know I was in the wrong table. It's a train of thought for me when folks act like they truly for you. Why should I have to turn on my radars every single time I'm around somebody? You show me who you are, I fall back. It's okay. I just knew how to respect my neighbor. I wasn't trying to catch a case. How you try to play in my face to line me up, send a low vibrational frequency to me, trying to play in my face, thought I was stupid, stupid, and retarded. And then when I speak up, I'm dead ass wrong. And I didn't even have to do myself wrong. When a person show you who they truly are at the end of the day, it was just a lesson at the end of the day. It be the train of thought for me. I know who I am. It be the train of thought for me, for real, for real. Like, when you really spiritually gifted, you don't just walk around just turning your radar on. Like, you just don't do that. Like, I respect my neighbor's space. You not for me? I just ask God to guide me when someone is truly not for me. And even when you play with spoken in a toxic way, God truly shows and reveals when you're doing it. And God allows me to see that. Hold on 1 second. God saw what you was doing, how long you was doing it for. So whatever you projected on me, that return back to sender, I trust and believe. I ain't have to whip no candle. I ain't have to do nothing besides tell God and tell God I'm putting it in your hands today. I don't got to go tick for tack, go back and forth with nobody, but I'm going to speak up for myself today. That energy is different. How I got dudes competing with me. And I was never part of their race when they was stink dissing me. Talking about that BITCH, that dyke bitch ain't gay or whatever the case may be. Who gives a fuck how you feel about me at the end of the day? Because I'm my authentic self. And folks swear I'm talking about like a bad habit when I wasn't trying to catch a case. And I wasn't wearing the mask to be my authentic self. It be the train of thought for me. I'm not bothering you, disrespecting you in no shape or form. I was just minding my business, just knew how to respect my neighbor. It be the train of thought for me how you can respect somebody and they got so much animosity and hate within them. But I wasn't trying to hurt my neighbor. We all not the same. Everybody has a past, just like you had a hand problem. Everybody has a past, just like you was disrespecting somebody that day and you felt bad. Because it had to take for your mother to go through a situation for you to reevaluate your life. That hold on 1 second, I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my baby. It shouldn't have to be a situation where you hurt somebody and realize that, hold on 1 second, I have children I have to protect. I hurt an innocent person, or because of the fact that I had lack of self-control. I didn't have the proper discipline. And at the end of the day, I was hurting innocent people. I wouldn't want nobody to hurt my baby. It don't matter how old they are. It be the train of thought for me. This is what happens when you start to mature and realize that, hold on 1 second, I ain't gonna try to shortchange myself. I'm just trying to better myself when it comes to time and day. Acting my body weight, not my shoe size. I live different today. And healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. My content is not for everyone. I never said nobody's name, not one time. It be the train of thought for me how people assume that you're talking about them. And you don't have to say their name. It's so many people that I came across in my journeys. And I'm just speaking out loud. It's nothing personal. But you took it personal. To disrespect me. Because I chose me. I wasn't supposed to fit in. And that's okay. You said I didn't have potential. They said, Chihuahua, Kenya, Corny, you are nobody. Who does BITCH think she is? No, it's a train of thought for me. Hold on 1 second. Believe in yourself, not to dim your light. Hold on 1 second. I was far from a sucker ass bitch. I was walking these streets alone. Truly had potential. I didn't have to do you wrong. You try to line me up, cycle my free when it comes to my mental health. The he say, she say, trust and believe. That bitch was lying that day. Hold on 1 second. I truly had good intentions. Only was to hold on 1 second. God saw what that bitch did that day. Trying to cycle my pockets. And then had a whole group of people to go up against one person. Trying to ruin my reputation. It's kind of funny how only one person actually knew what happened that day. And it's kind of funny, I heard you watch me too. And you knew I was keeping it real. I ain't have to lie not one time. How when you dismiss somebody out of your life, folks be so bent out of shape when you wasn't trying to catch a case. You dismissed them. Hold on one second. I'm far from mad. If I dismiss you, why the fuck would I be mad? No, ask the train of thought for me. How when you don't mess with somebody no more, or you let certain folks out of your life, they try to do you wrong, paint you out to be slow, stupid, and retarded. How they would try to blackmail you with old conversations. It's so much deeper than this at the end of the day. Because God saw what you was doing. Is that even your phone? It'd be the train of thought for me. How people will blackmail you with old conversations. How people will paint you out to be something that you're truly not. But when God sees everything, that energy is different. And one thing the innocent person doesn't have to do is lie. And one thing that innocent person doesn't have to do, they're not being projected to, I'm living in the past. I knew what happened, not dwelling on it, but at the end of the day, it's somebody else going through it. I'm only here to help my neighbor because blackmailing is real. And one thing I don't do is run from my past as to what I experienced. And it's funny how when God reveals the enemy, let alone the devil, doesn't matter what shape and size they are. Why God was truly protecting you. Why God gave you the clarity that you asked for. Get this person out of my energy. Remove this person from me. I'm okay without them. Give me the guidance. Give me the strength. They projected lust. They projected spell work. And one thing you didn't have to do was lie. They try to blackmail you. That's what you endured that day. Not that you're saying that you're perfect, but you knew how to treat somebody good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. It's people that lied on your name right to left. But you always had a good heart. Always had a good heart. And you did good with good intentions. But nobody would ever talk about that. They would try to blackmail you and lie on you. Days when folks didn't have food on their table, you made sure that they was okay. They were short of gas. They didn't have no food, gas in their tank. You made sure that they was okay. Even when they was in a relationship with somebody, you still made sure you showed up for your neighbor and their children. Even when they was going through hard times, dealing with depression, anxiety, PTSD, felt so hopeless. They didn't know what direction they was being turned to. But you showed up for folks when you was even mentally drained. You was dealing with spiritual spell work right to left, but you still showed up for your neighbor. But they so quick to backstab you and make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing you. It be the train of thought for me. How you encourage somebody. You didn't discourage somebody. How you motivated somebody. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. You showed love to somebody when days when you couldn't understand your own love language. Days when you was hurting yourself with your own words. You was going through health problems. And you still was there for somebody. Walking all across town. They didn't even know how you got from point A to Z. But you always maintained a smile. But they shortchanged you. But God showed up for you. That energy is different. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And never allow someone to dim your light because you chose you. And when God showed up for you, God closed certain doors in your life for the right reasons for you not to reject you. And God saw what they was doing behind closed doors. How when that person was plotting to psycho your free will, they was going to use items, certain items, to make sure they mess up your face. To make sure you felt every wound on your body, from your neck to your feet. And then they sat there and talked about it amongst people. You know, God heard everything. Or even when they sat there and said they're going to psych at your free will. And all I had to do is take one. Only one trigger. That's what you said that day. So you can psych some out their heritage. So you can psych some out their free will, their pockets, Because nobody's going to be checking for this person. That's what you said. That's what you said. Nobody gives a fuck about this person. When this same person made sure that you was straight. They made sure that they didn't even know that you was getting high. They fed your high. Only come to find out you a crackhead this whole entire time. It's a train of thought for me. How when you be so surprised at the people that you're dealing with, but you never had to disrespect them in no shape or form. Because you still helped your neighbor. And they quick to throw in your face a little bum-ass $20. And it's all that you did for them. They would never display. How you went back and forward at the end of the day, even probably on your last fucking dollar. Showing up for folks. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. And they sit there and say, oh, you're the devil worshiper, you're a witch, you know, you're a warlock, or you're this, you're that, or whatever the case may be, you're demonic. But they sat there and took all your songs that you listen to when it comes to gospel music. Took all your little sayings so they could say it for themselves or whatever the case may be. And try to use you against you because they didn't have a personality. They had an identity crisis. How you sit there and say that you're going to use a weapon and make sure someone physically, emotionally feels it by stabbing them multiple times. How this type of stuff actually happens. Because of jealousy, hate, and envy. You said, oh, I don't want them to be psyched that they free will too fast. I want them to physically, emotionally feel it. Because I want them to feel the pain that they endure within me because they decided to walk away. Because I have jealousy and envy within me, so I want to make them feel my pain because someone doesn't know how to respect me. Someone doesn't love me. That's how your mental health is. But you sit there and say somebody's slow, stupid, and retarded. It's the train of thought for me. How this type of stuff actually happens. It does. And it should never have to happen in your household, ma'am or sir, that has children, regardless to how old they are, regardless to if you live in the same household as your child or not. It should be no reason why someone should be drawing a weapon towards your child, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, out of jealousy, hate, or envy. You brought a beautiful gift into this world. It should be no reason why someone had to pick up a weapon and try to, God forbid, and I don't mean no disrespect, have to use it to get physical with your child. And use it on body parts on your child where they make themselves feel that they're not beautiful within. They don't feel beautiful on the outside. Because someone was plotting to go against your baby and you couldn't protect your baby. How this type of stuff actually happens because of jealousy, hate, and envy. You may have a child that you provided for and that you probably left a couple of dollars for, and your child's able to go from point A to Z and spend as they please, and someone is watching them and they're sitting there plotting against your child because, hold on one second, someone didn't have that role model in the household. Someone didn't have that mother or father to protect them or love them or whatever the case may be, so they took that energy out on your child. It's a train of thought for me. It should never have to happen in someone else's household, regardless to how old that child is. And I do not mean no disrespect in no shape or form. It's certain individuals that don't have kids that will never understand these type of conversations because they will put people with kids in situations that these people be like, what did I sign up for? You mean to tell me that you had jealousy and envy within you because you didn't want someone to have potential? You didn't want someone to elevate faster than you? And now someone is sitting behind the scenes saying, I don't want this type of projection being done to my child. Because I wasn't thinking for myself properly at this moment in time. I didn't have the maturity to say to walk away. I thought it was a good idea. I laughed at it at the moment because who the person was. Because that mindset of you said you pick and choose who you want to bully because someone is stupid, slow, and retarded. How this type of stuff happens. How people that are adults and overgrown ass adult bodies have this mindset. They pick and choose who they want to bully. They pick and choose who they want to kick down, who they want to have this jealousy and envy and hate mindset too. You can be more gifted than somebody. You could have a personality. People could just love you for who you truly are, and people would just be so jealous and envy of it. Why? Because you chose you, and you never thought that you was better than nobody. How this type of stuff actually happens. You may have a personality of humor, and certain folks doesn't like that. So they have this mindset of having the hate and envy, so they start gang stalking you. Nobody's child should have to go through a mindset of being gang stalked right to left because someone is jealous and envious of somebody, watching someone's every move. You got your neighbor looking at you, watching your every move in different area codes. Why should your child have to endure that type of pain? All because of jealousy and envy and hate. It's a train of thought for me. Your child may be a content creator, and then you find out what's going on behind the scenes, and your child is not lying to you as to what they're experiencing. And you're not there to protect your baby every minute, every second, but you will want to know that being that my child is a content creator or my child is outside in the real world, that they're being protected. Even if they're not a content creator, even if they're just going from home from point A to Z, that they're safe. My content is not for everyone. It should be no reason why someone is sizing somebody up because of jealousy, hate, and envy. You get money. Your kids get money. You're trying to make your household better than what it is to become your best self, vision of yourself. It should be no reason why someone is plotting against your child, or let alone you. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. It doesn't matter if your child or you know the person or not, or if you and your child have these people in your life or not. You dismiss somebody, they just need to move on with their life. I thought that was the norm. It should be no reason why someone should have jealousy and hate within them if someone already dismissed them out of their life. Have a nice day. It was no beefing. It was no disrespect. But someone wanted to blackmail you and your child at the end of the day because the fact that you dismissed them. That's not fair to you and your household. Now you have to grieve. Now you have to grieve. Your household has to grieve because, God forbid, someone wants to do something to you or your children. And I don't wish death for nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. But this type of behavior became the norm because the enemy said it's okay. That's not godly. There's nothing godly about that. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And it doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. The most disgusting thing that I've seen that truly broke my heart. And for it to be the norm, and it shouldn't be the norm, how someone is going from point A to Z, and they're on a staircase of a subway station. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. Entertainment purposes only. And that could be anybody's child. It doesn't matter how old that child is. Did it matter if this person knew this person or not for someone to get slit in the face because someone was jealous and someone was envious? It's a train of thought for me. No mother or father should have to pick up the phone and be rushing down to the ER to find out that their baby's in critical condition, but they're wounded, or their baby did not make it because of the hands of someone having that jealousy and envy mindset. It's a train of thought for me. My content is not for everyone. It's not. And especially when someone is not doing it for likes and views, when they actually experience this type of abuse. People should be able to go from point A to Z and be safe. The enemy and the devil comes up in different shapes and sizes. And you're not there to protect your baby at every minute, every second. They just went from point A to Z going to the supermarket. It should be no reason why you're getting a phone call that things happened the way it did. Nobody deserves that phone call as a mother or father. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form, because nobody should have to endure this type of pain because of jealousy and envy, or someone has lack of self-control. And especially when you're raising children in your household. I know there are certain family members from the time their child was little until this they grown adult age, that parent goes from point A to Z with them. Some parents don't have that type of time and day to make sure that their child go from point A to Z, even if that's just dropping them off to work. Some people don't have that energy, because when you have your own life and you got things to do to make sure you got to go from point A to Z, or whatever the case may be, however your routine is, everybody's routine is not the same. It's not. And it shouldn't matter how old your child is. It's disgusting to see that a baby, a grown-ass adult, is jealous of a baby. Why did this baby get sliced in the face? Why? You know, it's certain people that don't care about children. It's certain people that don't care about someone else's child, regardless to how old that child is. But that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Sliced in the face? Like, make it make sense now. Because of jealousy. It was no other reason besides jealousy. That baby didn't ask for that. It was a baby. Literally, a baby. Now that baby has to grow up with that wound on their face. The insecurity problems they're going to have now. It's their beauty wound. But that baby did not ask for that. A 4-year-old? A 2-year-old? It wasn't your child. So I guess you don't care. It be the train of thought for me. It should never have to be someone that you love or care about for this type of stuff to stop. It needs to stop. It does. I don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. But jealousy and envy and hate is disgusting. And it doesn't matter about someone's tax bracket, because it's so disgusting to see that someone can have less than you and you have so much jealousy and hate within you. It's disgusting. You don't want someone to elevate faster than you. So you try to stop their financial stability. You don't want someone to elevate faster than you, so your gang stalk them to paint them out to be crazy. Because you got controlling issues. You got so much hate and jealousy within you. Now you're gathering up a whole group of people in different communities to figure out how are we going to hack their devices, this innocent person devices. So you know, we could blackmail them. We could act like we talking like them. We can do this. We could do that. We could do this. We could do that. How this type of stuff actually happens because of jealousy, hate, and envy. You know, when you were a real chosen one, it was never competition. It was never competition. You know how it feels for folks not to show up for you. You know how it feels for folks not to love you. And you just trying to balance every single day out to try to choose you, not to overlook you. You're still trying to understand your trauma and your pain that was endured within you from a youth that went into your adulthood. Not to get lost another day, asking God to show you guidance. And because you asked God to show you guidance, and you wasn't doing it for likes and views or clout chasing, the enemy decided to step in because they had control over the narrative. They wanted to paint you as incoherent. They wanted to paint you as slow, stupid, and retarded. They wanted to paint you as somebody that can't take care of themselves. So they have to project spell work on you. They have to energy harvest over your energy. They try to destiny swipe with you, but that was an epic failure. They try to say that you don't have potential. They say this about you. They say that about you. They gang stalk you right to left. All because you're trying to find balance. All because you're praying to God, your heavenly mother and father, and not one lie was told. Because you don't worship the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And you damn sure didn't have to go tick for tack with somebody to project spell work towards them that they projected on you that day. How this type of stuff actually happens to innocent people. No, everybody is not perfect. Everybody is not perfect. But when someone says that, hey, I'm changing my life for all the right reasons, and I can guide my neighbor not to do them wrong, Because when God sends the right people into your life, it's not to mislead you. Because God does not cause chaos and confusion in your life. The enemy and the devil does. God removes, God restores, God rebuilds, God brings you balance, God gives you guidance, God allows you to feel that you are worthy to understand your existence. That energy is different. I'm about to wrap this video up, but it shouldn't be the norm that an innocent child, innocent baby, someone picking up a weapon and doing a four-piece or whatever the case may be on them. And it's disgusting to see how grown adult women and men have jealousy and envy towards children. How grown-ass adult women and men project spirit on babies. How this type of stuff really happens on babies. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I do everything on my own. I'm just guided by my heavenly mother and father, and I worship the devil good day, bad day, misunderstand day. I do not hack people with devices. I don't play with broken and toxic way, and I don't energy harvest people's energy. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I work by myself. And I say that respectfully. And I would never stop doing God's job. So you can disrespect me all day long. You can have me shadow ban. You can gang stalk me and continue to hack my devices, but God sees everything. And never not one time did I have to lie. When you went up against me, didn't matter your tax bracket. Have a safe day, year, evening, weekend. You mad and you're worthy. I'm not answering you in love, respect. Peace and respect, sir, respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. She mighty worthy, don't damn your light. Go you, neighbor, don't damn your light. Always be yourself. It's because they gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. And I say that respectfully. Don't give up on yourself. Healing, trauma, and pain is not a race or an overnight process. To understand a real trauma and pain, healing process, you actually have to remove that mask to truly go within. And I say that respectfully. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. And I never gave nobody permission to use my creativity as their own. And I say that respectfully. I am Naya Genuine Love Respect, and I'm far from a hater. We all don't operate the same. Always be yourself when someone says that you don't have potential. Protect your energy, protect you and your family, stay out of trouble. You matter and you are worthy. I'm Naya Genuine Love Respect. Today is currently May 3rd, 2025. Stop the violence. Peace and respect, sir, respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. You matter worthy, don't damn your light. Go, you neighbor. You matter and you're worthy. Have a good day. I don't wish the devil good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Thank you for your time.